Okay, see if this is gonna work here tonight. Jack Cotton, alright. Where you been? Alright, well, I've got a story. I've been busy, that's for sure. Let me see if I get a few more people on here before I go into it, because that's going to be the question of the night, I know. But anyway, give it a few minutes and I will explain. Mr. Blake, glad to be back. I've been here all along. Wholesale, your wife kick you out? No. No. I'll explain all that in a minute. But I am in a hotel room, a Hilton Garden, and I've been here for 2 weeks, and I will be back home tomorrow, thank goodness. Let's see, it poured in all of a sudden here. Jordan, do you know where Geraldine is? Yes, somewhere down around Birmingham, ain't it? Jody Ferguson, good to see you back. I'm glad to be back. I hadn't really went anywhere. Well, yeah, I guess I kind of have went somewhere. But anyway, I will explain that here in a minute. Redstone, hello. Been watching your informative videos. Well, glad you're enjoying. Mr. Austin, love your videos. Don't live at about 30-45 minutes from you, alright? Armistead Farms, is there a big benefit in liquid nitrogen? Were you the one that messaged me the other day? I seen a message, somebody came through asking me about liquid versus dry fertilizer. I have not replied to that. Jack Langford says, hello. Redstone, are you going back to Massey yet? Other than the square baler, no. Let's see, Jordan Hicks, not really in between. Oh, in between Albertville and Fort Payne, Geraldine. That's right. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Gardendale, I guess. Yeah. Mr. Steven, hey, when you headed back? I'm headed back tomorrow, and I'm heading right by your place again. I don't know what time yet, but I will be headed back through there. Actually, I may actually go, I think down the same, I don't know what interstate that was, but I may go down the same highway, going by your place, Stephen, and actually go south of the mountains this time. It's not much of a time difference for me. I add a little bit of time to my trip, but the scenery might be a little bit better. I've been through there before and I always enjoyed that drive, but anyway. Armistead Farms, I am. Okay, so liquid nitrogen versus the dry nitrogen. I have got some prices on liquid nitrogen already because obviously that's what I'm going to put out this year. I haven't priced any dry nitrogen yet, but here's how it has historically worked for me. I do put out liquid nitrogen. I do use streamers for my spray rig, which the spray rig is done, by the way, folks. I am very behind on videos. I have a handful of videos that have not been through and edited yet. I've actually got 2 videos on here that are ready to go that I haven't even uploaded. I may or may not see if one of those will upload from this hotel room here tonight, but we'll see. Yeah, what was I getting? Oh yeah, the liquid nitrogen. Um, the liquid has always been cheaper for me. I know when you sent me a message the other day, you mentioned it was about the same price. I've seen liquid nitrogen anywhere from, I don't know, 100, 150. Seemed like one year it was almost $200 a ton cheaper than dry nitrogen. But you got to factor in the cost of using a stabilizer. You don't have to use a stabilizer with liquid nitrogen if you put it out like right before rain or in a rain. But most people aren't going to, do that, or that ain't going to work out. I always use a nitrogen stabilizer like Aberite, Agritane, Nutrisphere. Nutrisphere is real expensive though, and that stuff's, I don't know, $180, $200 a jug. Last time I priced some, I think, which was probably last year. But the nitrogen stabilizer, depending on how much of it you use per 100 gallon, will allow you to slowly release your nitrogen over a time frame. I have found that the liquid nitrogen seems to perk things up quicker than the dry nitrogen, and it seems to be more. I mean, when you put dry nitrogen out and you don't know if you're going to get rain or not, or what the weather's doing, you kind of don't know if you're just going to throw your money away or not. It is volatile. But the liquid with the stabilizer seems to work better for me. And I don't seem to lose as much of it, so that's kind of why I've been going that route. Like I said, I started it with the wheat, and then I thought, well, I'm going to try this in some of my hay ground. I liked it, so I'm going to keep doing it. But hopefully, when I get back, I may actually go buy my liquid nitrogen Saturday morning. Depends on how late I get back tomorrow, but I think it's been cool this week. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow evening into Saturday, so I don't know if I'll get to put any out. But I do have the spray rig ready. Got a couple of little things I need to do, but I have tested it out and everything. So I know there's probably a bunch of comments coming through, so you guys just hang on. I'll get to you here in a minute. But I wanted to answer this guy's question while I was on here. So Armistead Farms, there's my take on the liquid nitrogen right now. Alright, Mike Ackerman, good evening to you. How's the weather up there? Out in Missouri, it's not too bad. Well, would be for me at the moment over there, or if I was at home, down there. But where I'm at right now, I'm in North Carolina right now. I've been here for 2 weeks, and I'll get to that here in a second. But yeah, it was like 85 my first week here, and then this week it's been like, I don't know, highs in the 40s, lows in the morning around 20. But anyway, I miss the farm. I look forward to getting back. My brother-in-law's been taking care of things for me while I've been gone, so hopefully my 6110M is still in one piece. But he's been feeding hay and taking care of the cows for me. Let's see if I skipped anybody. I don't think so. Josh Timer, hey, did you get a thrower for your baler? No, I'm not going to go with a thrower. I am going with a bell grapple. The bell grapple had to be made for me. It is built because I've been gone for 2 weeks. Have not yet picked it up, but it is ready for me to pick it up. It's over in Georgia, and I've got to figure out when I'm going to go get it. I thought I might get it this Saturday, but I don't know if I'm going to get to or not, but I got to go get that. Steven, I'll be spreading lime. Stop in. Well, I'll keep it in mind. I don't know. I'm going to try to leave here around noon. I'll just have to see what kind of timing I'm making. Might be a good pit stop for me, but I'm afraid it's going to be like couple when I came by a couple weeks ago. It's going to be kind of in and out and have to run, but we'll see. Jordan Hicks, I've heard you talk about your day job. What is your day job? Okay. Steven says he's in God's country. Yeah, I'm in Stevens, Arlington's state. For you that don't know, I stopped and seen Steven on my way up here almost a couple weeks ago now. Got to see his apple orchard operation. It's very neat. He lives in a beautiful area and has some neat equipment, and they really got a neat farming operation there. And he also does row crop corn that he sells. And it's just neat to see what they do, but I may talk about that more again later. Okay, Jordan Hicks asked about my job, so let me just fill y'all guys in on where I've been. I applied for a new job about, let's say, 6 weeks ago now. I got that job, and I will still be working out of the same place that I've been working at. I will be a contractor there, but I took an engineering position, and my home office, well, I won't say home office. The company I'm working for is actually, they got offices all over the world, but they are based out of Raleigh, Durham, well, Research Triangle Park, North Carolina. So I've been up here in RTP for 2 weeks now. Tomorrow's my last day up here, or part of the day anyway. And then next week I'll be right back to where I've been, just in a new position. But I'm not going to divulge any other information than that. Some of you in my inside circle know the details, but that's what's been going on. I had to prepare for this trip. You wouldn't believe how many things had to be prepared for me to be gone for 2 weeks. And just all the ins and outs of starting a new job and all that. So the video making and editing and all that just I kept making videos because I was still working on the spray rig and doing some odd things I wanted to get video of. I just didn't have time to edit it, post it, or anything. I just had too much going on. And I had thought while I was up here I might have a little time to spend on some videos, but I really hadn't. I've been pretty much just sleeping and working, but and eating. They fed me good here, but anyhow. So if you're just joining in, that's what I've been up to. That's why you hadn't seen any videos in a while. I've even got video of the National Farm Machinery Show that I haven't even went through yet. I wanted to do a video talking about John Deere's new 5R series. That's a very interesting tractor. I got some video I want to put together on that, but again, I think I accepted the job like, oh goodness, it was just a couple of days before I went to the National Farm Machinery Show, and everything just got real hectic from there. So anyway, that's the story. So where did I get to? Okay. The farming life. We just had 20 inches of snow here on Tuesday in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. Wow, 20 inches. I went to PA last year. It was in January when I got the Donahue dump trailer, and there was I followed a snowstorm up there. It was like 3 foot of snow when I got there. I went to Somerset, Pennsylvania, I believe was the town I went to. Farming life. Did you sell any of your cattle yet? No, I have bought 2 new heifers that I'm raising that I need to take to the vet to get some shots and stuff. But I haven't sold anything else yet. Wyatt Meyer Farm Boy says, hey back at you. Jack Cotton, I'm in Coast. Oh, wait, hang on, jumped on me. I'm sorry, I hesitate. Every time somebody makes a comment, my comment section jumps on me, so I lose my line I'm reading. I'm in Coast, North Carolina. Coates. Welcome to our BS we put up with. Hey, what's with the people honking horns around here? I'm kind of between Durham and Raleigh in this area, and the horn honking is driving me nuts. I don't think nobody's honked at me while I've been up here, but it's just constant horn honking. You do that where I live, you might get shot, but it's a way of life here apparently. But anyway, well, Wyatt Mary, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I mess up your name. Wheat is coming up in Texhoma, Oklahoma. Also, some farmers in my area are planting soybeans already. Man, well, let's see. That's mid-March. I read something the other day about somebody that was doing some research, planting soybeans extremely early, and what the yield benefits of that was. BB Norris, hey man, hey, right back at you. Redstone Penguin says, congratulations on the engineering position. Thank you much. Jordan Hicks, do you have a degree in engineering? Yeah, in a roundabout way. I do have an engineering technology degree in 2 different areas, and I have not a degree, but several courses in management of technology. Just management courses that I wanted to take. But that kind of summarizes up my education a little bit there. Back Farms, nice to see you back on YouTube. It was nice meeting you at the National Farm. Okay. Yeah, you met me over around the Crone mowers. Yeah. Yeah, I met a few people when I was at the show. One of those things where people was kind of, there was a few people that contacted me that I met up with. Stephen Arrington was one of them. And I met some others, and also the normal thing where I had a few people that recognized me. Yeah, I was going to do some video about the National Farm Machinery Show, just never got to it. Jack Cotton, Ruth Chris Steakhouse is good. It's right by your hotel. Boy, you're trying to narrow me down. I think you might be off a little bit, because I don't think there's a Ruth Chris. I don't recall seeing one right here where I'm at. I'm sure there's one here in the area, but anyway. Steven, just saying hello. Oh, just saying hello with a horn toot. Let's see. Wyatt Meyer. A lot of cotton and soybeans this year. Alright. Did I get to the end already? Am I still on? Maybe. Everything shows that I am. Let's see. Unless I missed a bunch. Guess not. Y'all guys still seeing me? I ain't seen any more comments. Yep, okay. I went through them pretty quick. Thank you, Mr. Redstone. BB Norris has the DF gauge moved yet. Oh, on the 6110M. Yes, it is moving, barely. Uh, Depends on kind of what the outside temperature is during the day, and uh, if you're leaning on a hill a certain way, you see it move on the 6110M. Ben Morrison, hey, right back at you. Glad to hear from you. Good luck with the 2017 year. Appreciate it, John. 69 Ruth. D Ruth. Good to see you. Congrats, new job. Like me, got to work out to keep the farm going. Yep. John Gregg, how you like the Cummins? Well, I drove it up here. The crazy thing got 27 miles to the gallon, according to the computer. Some people call that the lyometer. I think it's pretty accurate. But yeah, it got up to 27.1, I think. But I think by the time I actually got here, it got back down in the 26 something. But I can tell the motor is loosening up. Every time I take a trip like this with it, it just keeps getting better and better fuel mileage. Now I think that was running. Did I run? I may run the air conditioner part of that way because it was warm when I left. But anyway, McEwen's Farms. I thought you had left YouTube. Glad to see you. Yeah, I just kind of had to put it aside for a little while to do some more important things for the time being. I still may be a little hit and miss as I kind of settle into this new position, but I'll still be working with the same people I've been working with, just for a different company, and it's all good. But it has been a hectic, almost a month it seems like, of just all of this going on, wrapping up my previous job and coming up here and being up here for 2 weeks and all that. John says, just cause they're Duramaxes, don't get that. Just cause they're Duramax, don't get. I don't know if I understand your comment on that one. Blake Andrews, we got you. Alrighty. Redstone, hear any more about the massive 4709 cab, good or bad? I haven't heard anything. So you say looking to get one later this year. Pricing seems good, but not sure about the Chinese built part. Yeah, that seems to be everybody's concern. They look good. The price seems right on them. I did hear through the grapevine, I may have mentioned this before, some of the early ones have had some issues. And they were more or less software related. Just some basically throwing error codes prematurely, kind of thing, is what I heard. But they'll probably get that sorted out pretty quick. Mechanically, though, haven't heard anything bad about one yet. They're built. They're built pretty heavy. I am going to say this. Well, the price difference here is going to be astronomically different. But if you're considering a 56 or 5700, you may want to check out John Deere's new 5R tractor. That tractor's not quite the weight and heavy tractor as, say, a 46 or 46. A 56 or 5700 series Massey, but it packs a lot of the same features. They've really done an interesting job on that. But like I said, I wanted to do a video on that. I got some video of the 5R at the National Farm Machinery Show, but I didn't get around to putting that together. John Gregory mileage. Let's see, mileage on the Ram 47,000 miles now, somewhere around in there. I'll put another 500 or 600 on it tomorrow. 69 Drew, did the exhaust fix hold up on the Cummins? Is that another video? I never did post that video. I got a recall letter on the Ram. And I did a video. I don't think I ever posted that. I do, yeah. Is that still on my camera? That may still be on my camera. I got a new camera, by the way. Yeah, I hadn't even posted any videos with it yet. So I got 2 cameras now. Well, anyway, that's another story. Yes, recall on the Ram. It's to do with the SCR can. The SCR system, basically the can behind the DF injector where it does its chemical reaction and all, not the DPF. They're going to replace that. However, that doesn't have anything to do with the exhaust leak I have, and that is still yet to be fixed. I have not had time to carry that into the dealer. But when I get back, that's something I'm going to look into. I need to get that taken care of and that recall. Soybean farmer, hello from North Carolina. Well, if you're just joining in, that's where I am. I'm in RTP. I'm between Durham and Raleigh area right now. Jason Rowe, love hear your thoughts on 5R series. They are still to get to Australia. They will have DF, which will hurt. Yeah, DF not mandatory over here. I hadn't drove a 5R. I've only sat in one. It's still basically like a 5M series tractor. With a lot of bells and whistles. It had a nicer seat in it than my 6110M. It also had the joystick mounted to the seat for the loader. It has a power reverser button like the 5610M. That's a direct assault to Massey and the Dyna 4. Because John Deere has not offered that in that size of utility tractor till now. It had power shift transmission. A lot of it was electronically controlled. They did kind of similar to the Dyna 4. I think you had when you looked in it, it almost looked like it had an IVT style transmission. They had used the little gear shift lever that you see in the IVTs, had a little thumb wheel on it, but it's basically a Stephen Arton, if you're still watching, you may have to help me out, but it's a power quad. It's basically like a 4-range, 4 gears per range, so 4 ranges, 4 power shifts per range transmission. But it was more electronically shifted than, say, having a lever like my 6110M has. So it was set up more kind of like how the 5610 Massey Ferguson was set up. But the big kicker was that it had that power reverser button on the loader joystick. And for that size tractor, being, that's a good utility size tractor for loader work, that's a big deal. I think that's going to be a hot item. I'm figuring the way it was set up, it's going to be a very high price tractor. I wouldn't be surprised to see that tractor mid 70s all the way up into the 80s. Unfortunately, for that kind of money, you could probably get a new 5700 series Massey Ferguson, which I still think is a little more tractor as far as weight and size, and still have all the same features. But it's interesting that they came up with that, and it has no dash. The tractor had all the gauges. Instrumentation was digital, and it was on the right hand side column inside the tractor, just like a lot of the larger row crop tractors are for John Deere. So your steering wheel area was nothing but a steering wheel and your power reverser lever. It was basically it, but it was a nice setup. I mean, it was interesting. Okay, where did I get to? Redstone. Okay, Kim Clover, glad to see you. How's the sprayer? The sprayer is done. Other than a few minor little things, well, I've done. Okay, the sprayer. The next video y'all are gonna see is of a whole lot of parts and pieces if I ever get it up. But yeah, the sprayer's put together. I put water in the sprayer. I've tested the sprayer. I had a couple of leaks, and both of the leaks was I have a pressure gauge on the back and I have a pressure gauge on the front, and both of them are leaking right around the pressure gauge. I'm going to pull both of them back out and seal them up good with some Teflon tape and whatnot, see if I can't get those to stop leaking. But that's really all I got to do. I've got my streamer nozzles, everything's on there, it's ready to go. I've still got to get my GPS put in the 6110M, which will be high priority this weekend. I had originally intended to start spraying liquid nitrogen this weekend. I don't think the weather's going to allow me to do it, but I may go ahead and get my first load of liquid nitrogen, and I need to get some out on my rye really quick. It's been cold this week, but we've had some really warm weather leading up to this week. And things are are growing a little bit ahead of schedule, and probably should have already had nitrogen out, but like I said, I just couldn't get everything together and finished on time to get it out before I made this 2-week trip up here. But when I get back, I'm gonna see what I can get done on that. But the sprayer is done. I'll videos to come of that as I ever get time to go through and edit them and get them up. Jack Cotton, are you doing any row crop this year? If so, what do you plan on doing? How much? Right now, the plan is to do none for me. My uncle's going to do about half of what we were doing, but I'm not doing any. BB Norris, have you got the bale accumulator? Still curious as to your thoughts on picking up small square bales. The accumulator grapple system that I ordered had to be made. It is built. It is ready for me to pick up. It's sitting in Georgia. I've just got to go get it. And I'm trying to work out the details when I'm going to get it. If I can't get over and get it soon, I may have to pay them to ship it, or have it dropped off. But we shall see. McGinnis Farms, I'm just up in Virginia. Come up and see me. I wish I had time. But I've got about I think it's about a 8.5 to 9 hour drive non-stop back tomorrow. I will, let's see, gain an hour. I'll be going back I'm in Eastern time now, so I'll be going back into Central. So, but I've been up here 2 weeks. Just about 2 weeks. Just a couple days shy of it, but I'm ready to get back. Jack Cotton, soybean farmer, how do you like the way he said Durham? Am I saying it wrong? I don't know. Durham, I don't know. The hood looks sloped like the 5610. Oh, you're referring to the 5R John Deere maybe. I believe they did slope that hood a little bit more. But I believe they'd already sloped it on the 5Ms. But anyway, Southern Boy, hey, back at you. This soybean farmer says, I know Research Triangle Park. Well, I spent 19 years working out there. All right. Well, like I said, I'm not working here permanently. I'm just up here at one of the main offices and getting situated and trained and all that kind of stuff. It's similar work to what I was already doing, but like I said, I'll be right back at where I've been at for the past going on 13 years. just kind of in a little bit of a different role. So anyway, did I get to the bottom? I think I got to the bottom. No, I'll keep going here a little bit longer. Like I ain't got much else to do. I'm gonna try to get some sleep here in a little bit. Bradley, howdy from PA. Howdy, right back at you. D Haven Family Farm, hello from PA also. Man, a bunch of you Pennsylvania guys. I've had, what, three or four of you on here tonight? Jack Cotton, do you spray 2,4-D? I hadn't in a few years on my hay ground. I'm probably going to have to spray some this year. I don't like to have to spray it, but I probably will on some of this new ground just because it ain't established well yet. I know there's going to be some weeds filling some of the thin spots until the grass has a chance to spread out. So, yeah, I probably will be spraying some at some point. Armistead Farms, thanks for the answer on the liquid fertilizer question. No problem. I don't know if I helped you any on it or not, but that's my take on it. Soybean Farmer, I saw a cable rack behind you in one of your live streams, so I guess you work in a communications tech area. Yeah, I could say that. I'm not going to divulge any info on that, but yeah, I could say that. Case 315 Mag, hello from Minnesota. Hello back at you. Minnesota, is it cold up there? I bet it's cold up there. It's been cold enough for me here. It's been like 20 or 21 the last few mornings I walked out. Rough on the truck. I'm like 3 minutes from where I've been working every day, and the truck don't even have time to warm up. The intake heaters and stuff are still turning on and off by the time I get in the parking lot over there. I just almost hate to turn it off. I've been trying to, eat somewhere every evening, somewhere different, and I've been trying to find places that are out a little bit so I can at least drive the truck for 15-20 minutes, let everything kind of warm up. But yeah, I don't like starting and stopping in this cold weather that quick. But anyway, Anderson Farms, hello. You are from Minnesota. I got a couple of Minnesota guys. Southern boys should have waited and got a 5R. I don't know. I think for what that 5R is probably going to cost, yeah, and what I got the 6110M for, hands down 6110. That 6110M is a lot more tractor. It may not have all those bells and whistles, but it's a lot more tractor. Let's see, Jack Cotton, how did you like the little snow Sunday? I stayed snowed in here in my hotel room. I was actually working on my taxes. I spent all day on my taxes. But anyway, I'm still not done with my taxes. The snow, let's see, it was just a dusting. It was gone by like, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock. Midday, it was gone. But it was still coming down when I got up, but it wasn't really sticking too much. It just kind of covered the grass and the roofs and the cars. Peterson Myers, hello from East Tennessee, and congratulations on your new job. Hello back at you. I'll be passing through East Tennessee. Well, will I be passing through East Tennessee? Depends. If I go south of the Smokies, I will not get into Tennessee till around Chattanooga. If I go on back through I'll go through Asheville either way. If I go on back through Kodak, Knoxville, I'll go through East Tennessee. DLH Farms, hello from Virginia. Watching you inspired me to start my own channel. Well, I'm glad that worked. I don't consider myself an inspirational person to other people, but anyway, Soybean farmer, did you find Carolina pulled pork? I did last night. Matter of fact, I ate at a place called. Some of you on here might know where it is. Backyard Barbecue is what it was called, I do believe. I guess you could call it a hole-in-the-wall joint. But I knew it was good when I got there because there was a line out to the front door. So I did get me some pulled pork. I've had barbecue twice while I've been here. My manager took me to, is it Rick's Barbecue? Or is that the pizza place? I can't remember. But the backyard place was pretty good. The potato salad was really good. It was all good, to be honest. I don't say it was the best, but it was good. Let's see. Anderson Farms. 5Rs are pricey for what they are. Yeah, I haven't. I think Stephen Arrington was with me when we were talking to the rep at the National Farm Machinery Show about the 5R. I think he threw out some price ranges, and I thought, yeah, it's pretty high. My first thing come to mind was, yeah, it was about what I paid for the 6110M. But and the 6110M is a lot more tractor as far as just beefiness. But yeah, it looked like they were going to be pricey. I believe if they would get that price more where I think it ought to be, that would be. And you got to think about this for a minute, and I've alluded to this before. You got guys out there that, the 6,000 series tractors when they first come out, and then up to about the 6420s. A lot of people like those tractors, and those tractors they're so good they still fetch a pretty good price used today. Seemed like after the 6420s, 6415s, that era, let's say around 2005 or so, they went downhill, like with the 30s, electrical issues and whatnot. And a lot of people realize that, and a lot of these people that have got those early 6000s and on up to the 6420s and all, they are, they're getting a lot of hours on them and looking for replacement tractors. Well, they go out and look at a 6000 series now, and they're expensive. I mean, they're flat out expensive. A whole lot more expensive than what they originally paid for a new 6420, say. So these guys are trying to find something, utility-wise for, say, a hay operation that fits the budget. And the 5R with the power shift transmission, because that's what people want. They want a power shift transmission. They don't want to have to shift gears. The way that tractor's set up, a lot of people would go for that tractor for a hay operation, I believe. But they're going to have to get that price down a little bit. I mean, I understand it needs to be more than, say, a 5M, but where it is now, it's extremely a lot more than a 5M. So if they'll work on that price, I think that'll be a hot item for deer, because I think that's something a lot of people are looking for. And I was also surprised, I think before Steven got there, I was watching some of the people that were looking at the tractor, and a lot of the older generation farmers were looking at that tractor, and it's something you don't see, especially with a tractor that has a lot of bells and whistles and technology in it. They tend to shy away. They want to stay more with the tried and true basic setups, and I seen some interest in that 5R when I was there from some older farmers. So I don't know if they'll market that right and the price right, that'll be a good one for deer. I still don't think it's quite the tractor as the 5610 or the 5700 is, as far as weight and size. And the prices there are going to be similar. So I don't know. That'd be if I had to pick between them two, that would be tough. Kim Culver. I was going to switch to mold boards. Good. I didn't got 30-inch snow slowed me down in Northeast PA. Hold on a minute. Let me read this again. I was going to switch to mold boards. Good, I didn't. I got 30-inch snow slowed me down in mold boards. I'm not following you. I've heard that before. Case 315 mag, upper 30s, lower 40s, 50s on Sunday from Minnesota. Okay. Bagwell Farms. Hey buddy, glad to see you. Alright, see ya. Soybean farmer. Backyard, you scored good, very good. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Alright. Anderson Farms, 10 to 15K more than 5M. Yeah, you're right. Maybe 20. Yeah, if it's got every single bell and whistle on it, yeah, probably so. It was a nice setup, but I mean, if they offer a 6110M or any of those 6000Ms for what I got mine for, compared to that, the 6000 series is a no-brainer. But I don't know that they're giving people every day what I got that tractor for. But anyway, hey Mark, yeah, he said it, as it said on the 4, it was 12 to 50 cal. Yeah, and I just don't see it being. I don't know. The 5M itself is a little overpriced in my opinion. Those tractors probably set with a loader on it, probably high 60s, if not more, mid to high 60s. Those tractors need to be in the upper 50s really, and that's still kind of high. And the 5R needs to be brought down to the upper 60s, 70s, and that's still high. But I don't know. When you got that new Massey series out there, that's the 4709s, 4710 for low to mid 50s with a loader, full drive, everything. I mean, it's hard to turn down. Then on the flip side, you got a 5610, 5700, or 5600, 5700s, Dana 4 full power shift loader, and all probably upper 70s, low 80s. It's a lot more tractor. I don't know. Bagwell Farms, did you ever figure out what you're going to do to get up the squares? Yes, I've got square bell grapple accumulator system has been built for me. It is ready for me to pick up. I have not got it yet, but it's sitting in Georgia waiting on me. So I hope to get it soon. Anderson's Farms, we have a 6430 P and never had a problem. Well, you know, that's the thing, 6430 premium. It's like the guy that told me, I think on here somewhere, it's probably buried in the comments somewhere, but the guy told me they had bought, I don't remember I think they were 6430s, may have been 6330s, had bought 3 of them. Said one of them had constant electrical issues, one of them had never had a problem at all, and said the third one burnt to the ground. So it was one of those things, you got a good one, you got a bad one, and I've heard that so many times. Sounds like you got a good one, I'd hang on to it. They're nice tractors. Like I said, when I bought the 6330 Premium, I was like, man, this is it, you know, I'm going to keep this thing. But, yeah. Anderson Farms. But only 1,100 hours on it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not bad. I got my 6330 Premium, had 800 hours on it. I Forget what it had when I sold it. 12 or 1300, 1400, somewhere around in there. Oh, Bagwell Farms, you're paying 10 to 50K markup just for the great paint. Yeah. Moldboard plow. I wondered you was talking about a snow plow. Okay. Yeah. Y'all had to use them again. Jordan Hicks just priced a 5125R with most options, and the price is $114,000. Base price 96. Yeah, I didn't think they'd go that high. That is a 125. That is another thing. That tractor does go higher horsepower than the 5Ms did. But doggone, that's a lot of horsepower for that size tractor. I just can't see getting that much horsepower to the ground for the weight of that tractor. You reach that point around 100 horsepower, 110 or so, where it's like, if you can't get it heavy enough, then why have that's just me. Definitely with those numbers you just posted, a 6M, hands down, would go with a 6M over that tractor. From what I know on pricing, the 6M, yeah, I don't. The base price on mine, or well, yeah, the list price on mine without the loader was not far from those numbers. It was in that neighborhood before the loader, and that loader option on that tractor was about $12,000. So, man, I can't believe they're going to ask that much for the 5R. I figured it'd stay in the 80s, but good night, 96. Wow. Oh, Anderson Farms, just for a nicer cab mostly. Oh, yeah. Did I miss a comment from you? I don't think so. Oh, Circle S Farms. Hey, from VA, Virginia, New Holland country here where I'm at. I like your deer though, and I like watching videos. Well, I appreciate it. Anderson Farms, a combine is 450 to 550 now. It's terrible. 450 to $550,000, I believe, is what you're trying to say. Yeah, I could not imagine buying a new combine, nor will I ever. Deal H Farms, they all have went up. I paid $102 for a New Holland T5 120 with a loader. Wow. I may have got my 6110M at the right time because, I still wasn't near that number. I was still a good bit under that. Ben Morrison, as much as I love John Deere, most of the new tractors you're paying for the green paint. Yeah, it's true. How did you like your John Deere 59? This is from Tyler Hyatt, I believe. Hyatt. Sorry if I butcher your name. How do you like your John Deere 5095M you had a while back? It was okay. What I put on it, 600 something hours. It had some minor things. Mostly were like zip ties around some boots that were under the cab for the shifter. I had one oil leak on top of the rear end. I had to tighten like a plate. It had a plate that had several bolts around it. It wasn't a bad tractor. In fact, I feel like it was a little bit light, especially with the 468 baler behind it in some of the hilly country I got. Although I'm not as hilly as Stephen Arrington. He's really in the hills. But anyway, and it seemed compared, at the time compared to the 6415, it was weaker. Although it was basically the same block motor. and almost the same horsepower. It just didn't have the get up and go. It just seemed to struggle a little bit more, and that combined with it being a little lighter is it's just why I like the 6000 series. It's why I liked the 5600 and the 5700 Massies. I like that, a tractor that weighs, 12,000 pounds, with ballast and a loader. The 5610M, by the way, 56. Why am I putting an M on that? The Massey 5610. There you go. The guy that bought it, I haven't followed up with him in a while. They weighed that tractor on their way back. I forget the exact number, but once they subtracted out the weight of their truck and trailer, it weighed 13,000 and something pounds. Was how heavy that tractor was. With no bucket, no hay fork, no nothing on it, just the loader and the fluid that was in the tires, 3-cylinder, 13,000 plus pounds. It was a beefy tractor. I said it all along. A lot of people didn't think it was, but it's a heavy built tractor. Bagel Farms, did you figure out the pressure relief valve on the sprayer? I want one. Yes, I did put one on it. I just went Tractor Supply and bought a manual, just a regular old manual type pressure relief valve, and put it in the system. I basically got a bypass that goes around the section valves. I have video of that. Like I said, it is completed now. I've tried it out, and it works. When I tested it out without the pressure relief valve at a low pressure spraying, if you shut all the section valves off, it went up somewhere around 70 psi, I think. That was with the spraying pressure set, I don't know, 20-25 psi. So I was able to use that bypass pressure regulator to regulate the pressure to, I think, somewhere between 40 and 50 psi is where I had it set. I set it just low enough that it wouldn't start to trip the bypass valve until all the sections was turned off. So I didn't. If it was fluttering with one section still on, then that pressure was going to be all over the map. So that's kind of how I did that. But yes, I recommend that. I don't know why that wasn't on that first sprayer I had. That should have been there. But yeah. Jordan Hicks, base price on 5090R, 83.5. Well, that's about where I thought they were going to be. So, huge price difference from a 90 to a 125. Are you the same one posted up those numbers a minute ago? Jordan, yes. Okay, so you've priced them out. Okay, wow. That's a big difference. Still, though, I mean, that was awfully close to a 6M. Well, for what I got. Jack Cotton, YouTube has been boring without you. And OLF for the last One Lonely Farm. I haven't been on YouTube. I don't know. Is he been going as well? But I figured everybody'd be over watching him as normal. Circle S Farms. Do you still like the Coon rake? I'm thinking about purchasing 10-wheel New Holland rake. I've thought about the Coon also. How well do they clean the field versus a roll bar rake? Well, wheel rake cleans the field pretty good. The only thing you're going to have is, the rake is actually raking the ground. So some people don't like that. There's pros and cons to that. I think they're a lot more reliable and tend to follow rough ground better and hold up better than a roll bar rake. But a roll bar rake is not going to be quite as brutal on the ground and the grass as a wheel rake. If you set the pressure right on your wheel rake, it's not too bad. But you know, I primarily use one because they're affordable, they hold up, and you know, it's just the thing. You know, I have entertained the fact if I get into some more quality hay that I'm square baling, that I might buy a second rake, which would be a bar rake, just to be more gentle on the crop. But that's down the road if I ever do that. If you're looking for a rake, check out Peckway. If you got a dealer, check out the Peckway wheel rakes. If I was gonna, I'm gonna keep my coon, but if I was gonna buy another wheel rake right now, I would highly likely go with the Peckway rake. I really like how they've done that rake. But that's just something I thought I'd throw out there. Jonathan, when do y'all start making hay down there? Oh, it'll be in May, sometime in May. It just depends on the weather. I will have that rye, so that'll be kind of early. But it just depends. Let's see what the weather's doing. Small town farmer, dry nitrogen price is $4.20 a ton. I guess it's probably about right. It was running around 500, 450 to 500. But I was getting liquid. I think I got liquid last year for 300 a ton. So that's one reason I go with liquid. But you got to factor in the cost of the nitrogen stabilizer if you're going to use that. Oh, Anderson Farms. You can go to Deere's website and build and price. Okay, well that would be that's probably going to be list price, which there can be a huge difference in list and what they'll actually let them go for. So the interesting thing is going to hear what some people actually start getting them for, is what I would like to know. Anderson Farm, yeah, website, Bagwell Farm, Jack Cotton, check out my channel. Okay, Tonella. Oh, I got to the bottom again. Oh, we've been going an hour. I'm going to have to cut this off here in a minute. If y'all got any last questions, get them in quick, because it's been a long 2 weeks. I was going to say it's been a long day, but it's been a long 2 weeks. Yeah. Bagwell, I like the springs they put on the individual wheels on the Peckway and the cones. Teeth break too much. The cone. Okay, the Peckway. The cones teeth break too much. Yeah, I haven't broke a tooth on my cone yet. That's odd. I know when I broke a ton of them on my last wheel rake. When I bought the cone, one of their selling points was the fact that their rake teeth supposedly were made out of a different kind of steel or metal that was supposed to last longer. So far so good with mine. Of course, I did tinker with the pressure, down pressure, 2 big springs on the back, and that may have helped a little bit. Anderson Farms, I think the prices that Jordan is giving y'all is list price. Yeah, okay. So, I would expect this to be a little less at the dealer, but I don't know. I don't know if any of them's out there to be haggled on yet or not, but I know the guy at the farm show told me to go drive one whenever they came out. I'm tempted. Not that I'm going to buy one, but I'd like to see how the transmission works and how well the power reverser on the joystick works compared to the 5610M. I just like to see that so I could give opinions on it. 69 Ruth. I got a Kuhn SR110 and one of the best pieces of owned. Yeah, mine's been good. I haven't had a single problem with my Kuhn rake. But I do like the Peckway design. But like I said, I'm not in the market. I'm gonna keep my keep my coon. Bagwell Farms, I'm going there next. Don't let me down. Yeah, side conversation. Okay, last call. Get them in. I'm gonna shut it down here in a minute. Not seeing anything. Again, I'm sorry y'all haven't seen any videos from me in the last couple of weeks, but hopefully most of y'all caught as the story and reason as to why that is. If you didn't, I am in a hotel room right now. I've been here 2 weeks almost, and got a new job. It's job related temporarily. But that's why I haven't been doing any videos. I've been busy and been up here and away. So, yeah, Armistead, can't wait for more videos. I've got them. I just got to get time to put them up. Ag Farms, I set my springs to the spec on the coon. I can't figure out why they keep breaking. I break one nearly every time I go to the field. Other than that, it's been perfect. It's not by chance. The wheels on your rake, by chance, you don't think got swapped out, do you? Because I know you can get those as a complete assembly, and I have seen rakes on lots where they have pulled all the wheels off, the rake wheels that is, for parts. It just makes me wonder if somebody put aftermarket cheap rake wheel back on there. 'Cause I have not broke any, and I've had that rake. Will this be the 5th season? Maybe it'll be the 5th season with this rake. Anderson Farms, have a good one. Have a good one right back at you. 69 Duluth, 800 acres on rake teeth, no problem. Cheers, talk later. Alright, see ya. Swimming forward, enjoy being here, get some rest, travel safe on the way back. Yeah, appreciate it. Circle S Farms, I like the Peckwood, but don't really have a dealer that keeps them. They priced me New Holland for $5,700, and they were $74. Okay, well, that goes back to that same thing that several of us YouTubers and a lot of y'all have pointed out over the past few years. It comes down to that parts availability thing, and you got to get what you got, service and parts availability available to you, and that's completely understandable. And that is one thing Peckway lacks. I know down where I am, there's not. I know of 2 dealers now that can get stuff, but it's not much. So, yeah. Jack Cotton, okay, man, drive safe tomorrow. I gotta get at 4 a.m. Yeah. See ya. Appreciate you watching. Jody Ferguson, safe travels. Looking forward to the upcoming video. Thanks for taking time to make videos. Really enjoy them. Learn a lot from them. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate it. Bagwell, half of the wheels have been replaced with coon wheels from their parts. Who knows? Yeah. Are the ones you replaced holding up? That's a good question. Are they breaking just as bad? As I'm curious. Matthew Noble, thanks for videos. Glad to hear from you. Well, appreciate it. I just thought I would get on here. Bagwell Farms. Okay, no. Okay, before I get off here, explain that no. Are you referring to no as in they're not doing any better, or no, they hadn't broken any teeth? Wait on his reply because I'm curious. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate all y'all watching. I'll wait for Bagwell Farms' reply here, and then I will call it a night. They're not doing any better. Okay, that's interesting. I touch base with you on that later. I'm like I said, I hadn't broke any. This other guy on here came on and said he ain't broke any in 800 acres, so, or 800 a year, whatever he said. But yeah, it's interesting. Oh, JC Farms, holy smokes, wondering where you been, good to hear from you. Yeah, I'm just getting off here. Oh, D Haven, good night back at you. Yeah, short story, I took a new job. I've been traveling for 2 weeks. I'm in a hotel room right now. I'll get back at it soon. Just had a whole lot going on. But yeah, everything's good. Just got to get back in my groove here soon. But anyway, alrighty, folks, I'm gonna shut it down. Appreciate all y'all watching. Hope that informs some of you on what I've been up to and what's been going on. But just stay tuned, and I will get some more videos up as soon as I can get the time to get them edited and uploaded. But as usual, appreciate every one of you watching, and I do appreciate it a lot, and appreciate the discussions we have back and forth, and communicating with some of y'all around the country. But it's always interesting. But yeah, thanks and good night.